Yo, what is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. So this is the second part in this collection. If you haven't already seen the previous Corgi Toys one, you should definitely go and check that out. But oh my goodness, I've stood looking at this on the table. You've seen it on the thumbnail already for over an hour, like in awe, looking at the models, looking at the collection. Enough of me rambling. Let's flip this around and let's check them out. You know exactly what I'm saying though. Wow, honestly, I know I've said in previous videos about being speechless, but 15 years I've been doing this officially as a full-time business, and this is the first time. Well, I thought in previous occasions I was speechless, but these literally have me speechless, mind blown, all of the above. Oh my, wow. Literally, wow, that's all I can say. Don't forget, this is just a small selection of them. There's hundreds and hundreds of more that I got to go through that are all currently in boxes. If you follow me on the social media, you would have seen the van full up of stuff, literally. I said, if you don't know, I got a transport, a combi van, and the back was stacked floor to ceiling. The middle seats were covered. It was stuff up front with me. Probably one of the biggest and best and most valuable collections I have ever purchased. Anyway, that's a minute of rambling. Let's go check some of these models out. So maybe we'll start right down the front here, seeing as I'm already here. Look at that Plymouth Plaza. That is the hardest color to find in those models. Wow. Incredible. Do you know, it's been years since I've had one of those in. Literally, a bit dusty as well. I'm going to have to wipe some of these over. I noticed like a screen on one or two of these back here was a bit dusty. So I'll do that carefully with a wet wipe. But yeah, Austin Somerset in the two-tone. Austin Healey. What was quite crazy, right, about these? The guy was very upfront and honest anyway. It's a lifetime collection now I've ended up with. He's been collecting for over 40 years. But he said he'd lost some of the original boxes. So what he had done was bought a reproduction box for like mint loose models, as you can see. Same goes with these. So what I've done is just literally anything reproduction, I've just either binned it or I've put it all together as a job lot, and I'll just sell the little boxes real cheap as a job lot, because I like to keep everything original. That's how I operate. I don't want people to get confused, if you know what I mean. So this is why some of these are in such beautiful condition. Obviously, they were trade pack anyway. But this is just a small selection of the loose. I put a couple over here too. But there's actually a bunch more loose Corgi and Dinky. But we're just gonna chat about Dinky in this video anyway. So yeah, let's get into it. You've got the MG. Lovely example there. Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to name out every single vehicle, right? Because we're going to be here a while. So let's just focus on a couple of them. And you can see as I'm going past, I might just say they're beautiful, they're gorgeous or whatever, because they really, really are. And colour variants. We'll chat about colour variants too. But the Plymouth Plaza in that colour, and also the plain box. You don't see the plain box all too often. So I'm a fan of that. I'm not sure, right, if you could get away with putting that there and that loose, because that then adds a lot more value to that model, you know. That's just me saying it as it is. Like, you know, I'll do a bit of research on that, but that might be beneficial for myself. As I said, I always try and be as competitive as I can and as fair as I can, but I'm saying this collection has cost me thousands, and I mean thousands, right? So I never talk about money in a video because I feel like it sort of you know, brings it down a little bit, lowers the tone. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to enjoy what's in front of us and just remind you that you can own these. These are all for sale. But anyway, there's a load of French Dinky vehicles here too. Some wonderful examples. And of course, I'm saying different colours of things. See, a little bit dusty. Oh, we're knocking things off. But the El Camino, what a great model. Again, look at that. It's those rear fins always, isn't it? What a really nice example again. Sunbeam Alpine. I'm going to go to this MG because it's civilian, but look, it's spun hubs. Oh, look at the condition on that. Wow, literally wow. And also when I'm there, all of these are the correct color end spots for the boxes as well, so there's no mismatched models in here. Another Sunbeam, which is very nice there. The Mercedes with the red hubs. Honestly, boys and girls, I'm falling in love when I'm literally just looking at these. But anyway, the Sunbeam Alpine Sports, you can see the two different color versions there. A lot of people don't realize that there's a couple of these, but you can see them when they're side by side. Then we've got the rarer hub version as well, being the spun hubs. Amazing. Just look at the Nash Rambler. My goodness, the Packard. Now the French Dinky Chrysler New Yorker, you normally see it in yellow, and there's a red one over there at the end too. But this is probably one of the harder colors to find this model in. Beautiful condition, valuable, rare, hard to find. Also, has a remnant of the French Dinky join the club, basically. So that's pretty cool. The DeSoto is very nice. Hudson, another Nash. I've always enjoyed these models. Oh, wow. Look at these. And this as well, the Chrysler. I love that they kept the sort of correct scale for a lot of them as well, because these things are huge in real life. But wow, look at that. Sorry, this video is me going, wow, look at this a lot. As I said, I've been collecting my whole life. I'm 33 years of age now, for anyone that didn't know. And I said full-time toy dealer for 15 years. But there's still occasions where something comes in like this. And it just, yeah, you know, that enthusiasm, that drive, that excitement just comes out with me. I can't help it. So yeah, we're gonna have to mix that around as well, because I think I've put that on the wrong, looking at that, I say long color spot, I know that I've got the other one round here somewhere. So yeah, I mixed them around, so I was looking at them yesterday, but that's all right. I haven't actually taken photos of them for eBay yet anyway. As always, this is the first port of call for me. The ambulance is nice. There's a couple of ambulances floating around. We've got one there, we've got another white one there. There's also a cream one somewhere sitting at the back over there. But the Alfa Romeos, oh wow, look at some of these models. Let's just take you for a slow pan down. French Dinky, Ford Thunderbird, white and red. There's no Atlas editions here. There's no remakes. All of these are original. Now, the AC in the hardest color to find, that is completely original. Needs a small little clean. There's one or two little marks there, which would come off easy. Completely original. That's hard to find. Wow. With the correct box, as you can see there. Then you've got the normal colour that you see. Aston Martins, we pretty much have all of them. Look at the civilian version, the sports versions. Again, all colour correct spots. Pink is wonderful. The French Dinky Maserati, the Triumphs, the Austin Healys, the Jags. Again, different versions of the Jags. Spun hubs, normal hubs. The USA police car, the Canadian police car. Studebaker, the Cadillac with the fins. Always a great, model I adore is the best way of putting it. Then we come along to the two-tones. Can you see I'm losing speech? Like, I'm looking at these, right? I wish you could see my reaction when I'm doing it. So it's probably a good thing that you can't, because I'm smiling, grinning from year to year. Look at this Rover. Two-tone, very nice. Hillman Minkstead is very nice. The Bullnose Morris is very nice, as is the Minx here. Look at that, all original. Two-tone, correct colour spot. As we keep going down now, we've got another lovely police car there, the Packard. Wow. And you'll notice as well, right, with all these military vehicles as well, a lot of them are the harder versions to find with windows, for example. So that's pretty cool. Not forgetting the Land Rover Trade Packer trailers, and then like the large trailer which goes with the Foden. Trade Packer those there too. You'll notice as well the recovery tractor is one with windows. Look at the condition of these. These BBC TV have always sold very well for me. They never hang around long. The last one I went on the store wasn't there 24 hours, and it wasn't as good as this one, so that's worth checking out. You've got the Land Rover there in the red, one of the hardest colours to find. All original. That is in mint condition with the correct original box. Wow, you can see how like the vibrant colours of that box versus the earlier one, the green normal one comes in. It's a bit of wear on that box. But yeah, that is 100% original. And you've got another lovely French Dinky there. Then you're getting into the Plymouth Plazas, you know, different taxi versions. This one, 450 Metro Cab, 25, you know what I mean? Slight differences, which is very cool to have. I love that. Again, the military vehicle there with the windows. Oh, wow. Sorry, but wow. As we keep coming along then, we go to like another Nash Rambler, Studebaker, there's a lovely Dodge there, there's some beautiful things here. Universal Jeep just in the red, and also with the military version, Field Marshal tractors sitting back there, which are cool. Even these loose military vehicles are all ones with windows, which you don't see, as is the Pulmore original with windows, mint condition, but loose. As he said, there's some original boxes which he has floating around somewhere, which he don't know where he put them. So I never know, I might have a phone call in the future regarding, yo, boss, I found some boxes. But yeah, there's a couple more models up there, also some nice ones. Again, these are in beautiful condition. That is mint, that's mint. Very nice. That's got all the original in the packaging, as most things do here. But, oh, come on, wow. I'm sorry this has been a bit more enthusiastic than what it normally is, but I'm kind of pinching myself that I'm lucky enough to be a custodian of these models at this moment in time until I find them new homes. There might be one or two in here I'm tempted to keep for my own collection also, just because the condition of them is that good. And it's just things that you never see. And we'll do a little research about what box to put that in, either to sell it loose, or if I can get away with putting it in that box. We'll see. But yeah, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning into this video. I said I'm generally excited, genuinely, all of the above. It's what an experience this is. This never gets old, and I wish I could keep everything, but obviously I can't. I now need to sell these ready for the next collection. But just having them for a moment in time, I know some literally last hours, some days, some weeks, but just appreciating them at that time. It's amazing. I feel very, very blessed to do this. As I said, I feel like I'm living the dream always. So yeah, please consider checking out the eBay store, Jordan's Vintage World. Type in on Google. Link will be in the bio here. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. You get a lot of previews ahead of time on the social media, so that might be worth it. Because I know some of you have said, "Oh, boss, I've gone over to check it out. It's already gone." I'm sorry. Obviously, it's good for me when they sell, but I want to keep everyone happy. So if you are following the social media, then it gives you an opportunity not to miss out on things. But anyway, I've rambled enough. Thank you very much for tuning into this video, boys and girls. I shall see you in another one very, very soon. Until next time, boosh.